Hey guys, Twin67 here, and I got a new chair. It's black leather, very classy, it's got armrests. A lot better than my last chair, which gave me some serious lower back problems, but I'm getting sidetracked. I'm here to talk about The Cabin in the Woods. Now, this is one of those movies where, anyone who wants to see this movie is probably going to rely on reviews like mine to probably either make or break their decision on whether or not they're going to see this movie. People are probably going to say, I don't know about it. Maybe I'll wait till Little Friends 67 reviews it and see what he thinks. Let me tell you something. You want to see this movie. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not a horror fan, okay? Horror is not really my forte. I'm like the sci-fi thriller guy. But I'm lately I've been trying to expand my horror circle. But for the most part, I only stick to movies like really memorable horror films. And even there are some movies that some horror movies I've seen that people are just going nuts over that I don't like all that much. But The Cabin in the Woods looked like it was a unique enough horror idea, and it was a really cool film. So I'm like, you know what, this might be the horror film to see. And right from the bat, I knew this was gonna be a really different, fun, awesome movie. But it's kind of hard to sum up in words. Like, it's very difficult to review this movie without giving away too much. So I'm gonna give away nothing. You have to go into this movie knowing nothing. But what's so great about this movie is that it plays on the expectations of the viewer. Like, pretty much everyone who buys a ticket for this movie is gonna think they have this movie figured out. Kind of like the writer's previous movie, Cloverfield. Everyone had their own different theories going in. And much like Cloverfield, Cabin in the Woods, kind of plays on the expectations and kind of takes them and either abolishes them or lives up to them. Or both. It kind of combines both in this weird package. But, because everyone who sees this movie guys think, even the ads in this movie say, you think you know the story. So that was what was really attractive to me to this movie, was that it was a on the surface, it looks like a generic, very simple slasher film, and it is not simple at all, my friends. It gets crazy, man. I'm trying to give away nothing, but when you find out what the quote-unquote twist is, I think if you wanted to, it could probably take you out of the movie, but by the time it's towards the end of the movie. So by this point, you're just having so much fun with the rest of it. It just, for me at least, it sucked me in. And like I said, if you wanted to, you could take apart this movie. You could find a couple plot holes, and you could say there's like no atmosphere, no suspense. I read a review in my local paper that said the movie is more clever and inventive than it is actually scary. And I would kind of agree with that, but it's not a parody per se, but it's its own thing. It's like a new genre on its own. And like I said, it does play with the expectations of the genre, and it makes fun of those expectations here and there. But it's an all-around good time, fun movie, and even the few twists they did, like even the minor ones, like when they killed off like major characters early on, I was like, even the few characters I didn't like when they died, I actually felt something. So that's something. The characters in the movie are great, and you could argue they're stereotypes, but that's also kind of the point. But I think I'm getting ahead of myself. You have to see the movie to find out. But the characters are really entertaining. Like, the stoner guy, Marty, he was awesome. Easily one of the coolest characters in any movie this year. And I like the girl Dana. She was really great, and she was smoking. Very, very cute girl. She reminded me of Jayma Mays. Who, if you know who Jayma Mays is, she was in Paul Blart Mall Cop, an Epic Movie. Now she's getting pretty big. Now she's on Glee. How do I know that? Anyway, it's just such fun. You'll just have so much fun watching this, either if you're a horror fan or not. Like, even I, who, if you like horror movies, you'll love it. If you like movies in general, you'll love it. It's just a really fun, cool movie. I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Because it's just... It loses some star points because... It's just... I don't know how well it would hold up if you knew what the twist was. But there are like some scenes. Like I'm not giving anything away. You've seen some in the trailer, some of it in the trailer. There's like a control room, where like the guys are like manipulating everything, and some of their dialogue got pretty confusing. Like if you don't know what's gonna happen, you're like, I kind of want to see the movie again just for those scenes, just so those scenes would make more sense. And like I said, if nitpickers. Even I am kind of a nitpicker. There are some stuff I'll pick apart in movies. Like, especially kids' movies. Stuff like that. Not this is as bad as kids' movies. But if you're an extreme nitpicker, you will find a lot to complain about in this movie. But it's just, it's very cool, very fun. I'd go as far as to say it's the most original movie of the year. It's got such a great creative idea. But like I said, you need to see it to get the idea. It's like Cloverfield. You had to see it to get what it was. But so if you're wondering whether or not you should see this movie, if you're counting on me, you want to see this movie. Like I said, if you're just a movie fan, you'll love it. It's such a fun, I can't say that word enough, movie. But you will, like I said, 8 out of 10. It's such an awesome ride. And I guess that's all I have to say on The Cabin in the Woods. For a non-horror guy, it was a great, awesome movie. I'm 67, and I'm going to go read a book with pictures.